So guys, today we are going to be talking about Kelsey Mitchell, lads. And I'm just saying this right now. If, and I mean if she is not a member of the Fever next season, it is going to be one of the weirdest things I've seen in the sport. And I'm not joking. And if you want Kelsey Mitchell to be a member of the Fever next season, subscribe. We're trying to hit 40,850 by the end of the day. But anyway, if she is not a member of the Fever, I think at this stage, I don't even know what the Fever are doing if she's not a member of the Fever, because they have done everything in their power to make it seem like Kelsey Mitchell is going to be on the Fever next season. Because obviously, look, we know she's gotten court. We know that Kelsey Mitchell has received the core designation. That is one thing that we all know for a fact, that she has received the core designation from the Indiana Fever. And with receiving the core designation, it means that she's got exclusive negotiating rights to the Fever. That doesn't mean she's guaranteed to play with the Fever, but she has received the core designation, which means that at least she's not like an official unrestricted free agent. If they want to get rid of her, or if she wants to go, she's got to be traded. So that's one side of it. The other side is that for the players that are looking like they're going to leave, again, for the players that are looking like they're going to leave, like Kelsey Plum, Satu said she's going to leave. Like, the Dallas Wings aren't posting Satu everywhere on social media. As an organization, they kind of know Satu is, gone. They know she's gone. They know she's not a member of the Fever. A member of the Sky. She might be a member of the Fever, to be fair. But did I say Sky? She's definitely not going to be a member of Sky. No, member of the Wings. But if you guys didn't see, during the state-of-the-art presentation, during their presentation for their brand new arena, as you can see right there, that's Kelsey Mitchell. That is Kelsey Mitchell. And Kelsey Mitchell is basically there. There is no other player that could be, but they have their big three. Why would they advertise? And I know it's she's still under contract, so there's they're just gonna do that because she's under contract. I'm sorry, imagine if the Dallas Wings had made a whole thing about Satu Sab, made a big thing if they got something new. If they had a new arena or something and they put pictures of Satu all over it, they wouldn't do that because Satu's not going to be a player for them. But Kelsey Mitchell is there. And there's absolutely no way Kelsey Mitchell is still undecided on whether or not she's going to be a member of the Fever. That's another thing where it's there's no way that she's going to be she's still 50-50. And then even more telling, right after the announcement of Kelsey Mitchell getting cored, right after the announcement, Stephanie White on Instagram, the coach of the Indiana Fever, posting about Kelsey Mitchell's overseas stats. Look, I think nothing's on paper, but they are treating Kelsey Mitchell like she's a Fever player. And if she was just a core and trade piece, they wouldn't be doing this. The organization wouldn't be. They just wouldn't be. We all know they wouldn't. We all know this. And this is one of the biggest things, is that they very clearly are making it known. They're making it very, very known what they're doing, that Kelsey Mitchell is part of their plans. Heck, that Kelsey Mitchell is still a Fever player and that she's going to be a Fever player, which is going to be massive, because I do think that Kelsey Mitchell being cored and being there is going to change everything for the trajectory of the Fever, because there was always that little bit of a doubt. There's always been that little bit of a doubt whether she's going to stay. And look, the Fever are constantly, in the last week, ever since the core designations have opened, the Indiana Fever have posted about Kelsey Mitchell 3 times on their social media. They've posted about Kelsey Mitchell more than they posted about Caitlin Clark in the last week. They've posted about Kelsey Mitchell more than they posted about any of their players on Rivals. And they posted about, heck, maybe you post about Grace Berger a couple of times as well. But at the end of the day, there is, like, if it turns out that Kelsey Mitchell is not playing with the Fever after all of this stuff, like, I would really start to question what the hell the Fever, like, what the hell the Fever are doing. Like, I would genuinely question it. Like, it doesn't make, if it turns out that she's leaving or she hasn't 100% given her commitment and that it's not just a formality, she signs the sheet. Like, there's, like, there's no way. There's no way after everything they've done with their social media, with everything and their whole announcements, that they would be dumb enough to hedge their bets that Kelsey Mitchell will stay. Or maybe it's trying to convince Kelsey Mitchell to stay. But I think there's a 1% chance that this whole thing is just to try to convince Kelsey Mitchell to stay. There is still that 1% chance, so I can't rule it out that they're doing all of this. This whole thing is just to try to convince Kelsey Mitchell, or to try to convince Kelsey Mitchell to stay in Indiana. But that's not happening, is it? Like, that's not happening. Kelsey Mitchell is going to be an Indiana Fever player next year. Because for every reason, heck, they have a brand new facility. Like, if Kelsey Mitchell, if she ends up, like, it would make, there's nothing that would make less sense than Kelsey Mitchell leaving. Just from all perspectives. From absolutely every perspective. It looks to be anyway like Kelsey Mitchell staying. And, like, you're seeing articles. Obviously, Kelsey Mitchell is cored by the Indy Star. Mitchell's our top priority. Obviously, saying in the articles that it doesn't mean that she's guaranteed to stay. But I think, rather than the core tag, I think all the constant social media posts by Everything Fever about her is probably is more likely the reason that she's going to stay than anything else. But anyway, yeah, let me know. Do you guys think that I'm wrong? Do you guys think that I'm right? Do you guys think that Kelsey Mitchell is the right fit for the Fever? Because I think, even if you don't believe Kelsey Mitchell is the right fit, I genuinely do think that, like, there's no argument to be made that she doesn't deserve 1 year. Like, I think with how well she played last season, at the end of last season, Stephanie White is 100 times better coach than Christy Sides. We're definitely going to be seeing a new Kelsey Mitchell, or at least, hopefully, a peak Kelsey Mitchell back again. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. See you guys.